and thank you so much for accepting our interview at GoatFunded. We really appreciate you. And first of all, probably our users are wondering who you are, how did you start trading, and maybe to introduce yourself a little bit.
Amazing. Thank you for inviting me, Andrea. I'm super happy. I'm excited to be here today with you. I've been following you since a long time, like at least I think 6 months or something. And the first, because I know you was promoting Goat when I just started using it, I think like 4 months ago or something like this. I followed you and I was thinking like, oh, I would like to know her, like to meet her and to have a speak. And then you texted me and I didn't know you was the one doing the interviews. So
what a nice coincidence. Yeah, I'm the one doing all the interviews with traders.
All right, so let me introduce me. I'm Johhny. I've been doing trading since I was 20 years old. I'm 28 now, so it's been a 7.5 years journey. And it's crazy how this can change your life forever when you like master the skill itself. It's been a beautiful journey. I was a cook. I started like a really young age working. I was 14 years old when I started working in a kitchen. I told them I was older because in Italy you can't work if you're under 16. So I told them like, oh, I'm 16 years old. I can work here. So I started in this kitchen. I worked as a cook for 8 years. And then for 7 years, and then I discovered trading. So I started like studying and having like this idea of having more time for myself. I never thought about having a great life before trading. I like my father's was they were workers. My father had 2 jobs. My mother had 3 jobs. So there was in my mind like, oh, I have to work to live. So I found that I was good doing cooking. So I thought, oh, maybe I can do this for all my life, like the normal 4 years job. And then a friend of mine showed me this thing of trading. And at the beginning, I thought it was illegal. Like I thought that's not possible. How can you make so much money? You're going to jail if you do so much. That was in my mind. And I did it anyway. So you understand that like the situation. I was dreaming so big the first time I discovered trading. And then, I was, of course, really bad. I lost all my money because I didn't even started with demo accounts. Nobody told me nothing. I just, let's say my friend told me like, oh, you can start with demo account. But I told him like, oh, yes, I'll do it. And I started with real money. And I thought that was the right way, the path. But then I've seen more things on YouTube, on Google, and I found this company, the company I work for. It's a big platform, an e-learning platform. So I joined it and I started trading with them. And in an year and a half, I had the opportunity to do only trading. I started I passed the part-time, I was working only in the evenings. So I had time in the morning and in the afternoon to do London and New York session. And where are you? By the way, you told me you're eight hours ahead.
I'm in Philippines right now.
Oh, you're in Philippines.
Forex helped me do it because I was working a normal job as well. So yeah.
Crazy. So you was like you choose a place in the world where you could trade, and you went to Philippines.
Yeah, because it's hotter here. The weather is nice. I have a lot of islands. So yeah, this was my dream.
Great choice. I did the same, but with Paris. I live in Paris because my girlfriend wanted to learn French. So we thought it was a great idea to come here.
That's awesome, and only a trader can do it. To move to a country just to learn the language.
Yes, crazy. But not like I've been here for the last 3 years now. Now I'm looking for some place to move. Philippines could be nice. I was thinking about some tropical place too. Yeah,
it's really nice. It really is.
So I fired my boss 2 years after I started trading, and I was doing everything with my real account. I never knew it was, or maybe it was not platforms to do prop firms 7 years ago. So I was just doing with my own capital, and that's how I became profitable. And then I started doing sessions for the company. So the journey was, it was a nice story for the company to tell. Like I was doing good in trading, and I learned everything from the company. And so then they were opening the Italian market. So they were looking for educators that had the results to teach. And it's one of the best things I like the most of this company is that all the educators have to be certified. So we need to send them every 3 months the results, so you can keep teaching in the companies
to prove that you're a real trader there.
Yeah, it's great because it's not like YouTube. Everyone in YouTube is showing like they're the greatest, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Is it the same company as Mimo is using?
Yes, the one. That's the one. We are 130 educators and in 8 different languages, and I'm the one for the Italian country, for the Italian speaking. Yeah,
That's amazing. That's huge.
yes, it's an honor to be part of something like this. Like I like for the first time in my life, like ever since I came to Italy, because I'm from Colombia. So I arrived in Italy when I was 4 years old, and I always felt a little bit like a lonely guy, like a little bit like I never understood. I wasn't good in my jobs. I was arguing all the time with my boss and with the like I thought I was betting in following instructions or in following like the system, you know. And then I discovered I was betting following the brown people, like the people that had not the results I wanted. Because when I just first meet people that had the results I wanted, I became the most coachable people ever. Like if my mentors they told me like Johhny jump, I just jump. You know, I don't ask why. But so I understand that something really great in life is like surrounding yourself with the right people. Like when I saw your profile, I thought like, oh, I would like to like know her story. Like it seems like she's doing good. You know, when you surround, yeah, it's crazy how mind works.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So you told me that you started some years ago with these mentors that you had. Are you
Yeah.
using the same concepts right now?
Sorry?
Are you using the same strategy and the same concepts that you were taught some years ago, or did you change something?
Same thing. Like I think like I have the same strategy since at least 5 years. Like always doing the same. Always the same. Always the same.
Yeah, I see. So, guys, it's possible. It will always be possible to use the same strategy over, and it's all in the psychology, basically.
Yes, a lot of people like they when a negative streak comes, like they try to find another strategy, but it's not the strategy. It's just the market. You just have to give the strategy some time to show the edge, the statistical edge. So I don't really like before I was like that. I knew everything about Elliott waves. I thought I started like, oh, I'm becoming an Elliott wave trader. And then I thought it was not, this is too difficult to me. I don't want.
Simpler.
Yeah, so I studied the harmonic patterns. I was good with harmonic patterns, but sometimes they were like most of the harmonic patterns are like counter trend strategy. Is always like a nice entry and then you hit or a break even or a stop loss. So then I started like doing myself like, oh, if I do a nice entry, but then it come back and I always hit my break even or my stop loss, maybe I have to understand what happens here when they hit me my stop loss. You understand? Like I was hitting so much stop losses that sometime I thought like, okay, if I trade the opposite I'm doing, I'm hitting a lot of big profits. It's mathematical. So I just went to like the basics, just simple price action, just simple going with the trend. And yeah.
So it's a simple one.
It's a super simple strategy. Like now I'm using also some scanners. I use a lot scanners because they trade exactly as like I do. So I don't have to look. It's good like for the new traders. I took like 2 years to become profitable. And now our traders, they like not for a living. They can do this for a living, but they making some amount of money. Like they know it works in like a couple months. let's say. So the scanners really works, I think.
All right, so I see that for you trading is really easy at the moment.
Oh, I really like easy things. I think trading is the hacking in the matrix to have an easy life. So you have to make trading easy so
Mhm.
it works. Like a lot of people, they have some strategies, really complex strategy with 1,000 confirmations, and they have just one nice setup a month, let's say, and you miss that setup and you go crazy.
Yeah, you're never right. Yeah, like your account will never make money. You won't make profit out of it. It only looks good on charts. That's what I'm saying. It looks nice. That's all.
It's amazing, like a nice 1 to 200 risk reward ratio.
But you don't make money with it. So if it's this simple for you, how does a trading day look like for you?
Oh, all right. So I like to get out of the bed really early in the morning. I'm not a late night person anymore. I like to go to bed like 11, 12 p.m. I need to sleep. So at 6, I'm up. Not all the days, but I try to go 3 days per week at the gym. Then I come back, I drink my coffee. I like to do meditation. I meditate all the days, seven out of 7 days. I like to meditate. I like to do breath work. If I have time, I do meditation, breath work, and then I do my London session. If I don't have time, I do only my meditation and I jump in my trading session. This is something it really helped me. I have 10 minutes timer when I do because all the lives I do the sessions in live with the team. So I have 10 minutes timer before I actually start I read my trading plan. I read like my post-it. Like I did some errors this week, so I write down everything and I just try to, okay, this is not an error I wanna do anymore. Only for this session, let's say. I will put all my focus on this or blah, blah, blah. So I have 10 minutes to like warm up myself a little bit, and then I do the session, and what happens, it happens. I like to take like maybe 1 or 2 setups for a session. If I do it in the morning, I try not to trade a lot in the afternoon. But this is but like this is what I'm trying to do, because sometimes like I get caught. Like I did super good in the morning, so I want to do better in the afternoon, and that's what.
I want more.
Yeah. So I think everyone is always in a path. I feel like I'm learning every time from my data. So I do the London session and then I just do like it's 1 hour, 9 to 10 Italy time, and then I just redo my stuff. I do back test every day. I do at least 5 back tests every day, 7 days a week. That's something I really like to do, and this is something I mastered, like how I trading in the prop right now. It's something I've been trying to do for a long time, like having these 3 good setups in a row, and so you can withdraw, like you pass 1, pass 2. If you are really good in having 3 nice setups in a row, you can do money with props. That's what I'm thinking about. That's how I am set up in the risk management strategy in this prop. I think like I really like Goat because of the best I found in all the prop firms. But I think like I have to adjust a little bit on my risk management because of the commissions. Like sometimes I get caught for the daily loss because I hit 2 trades and I have too much. Like I can open 3 trades in a row, but if I have break even and I open 3 again, like the commissions hit me my daily loss. So this is some adjust a little bit, because the other profits, they have a little like 10%. This one have 8%.
Yes.
But I think it's doing amazing. I think
Oh my God, I'm glad to hear that. How
yeah.
did you get into funded trading? Into funded trading?
I think I just started seeing everything in the social media, like all the.
Mhm.
I started with FTMO. I traded a long time with FTMO, and then I moved to. I tried a couple ones, and then I discovered GoatFunded, and I really like. I like everything about Goat. I think it's amazing. Like I should not. How can I say like promote prop firm because I don't making money on it and I'm not I don't like to like do how can I say money management of the people. Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble. I just like to teach what I do. And I don't want to tell people where to invest their money,
Yeah,
because
of course.
yeah. But I think goat it's amazing like in is the best I found in the industry until now. Yeah.
That's good to hear. I'm glad that you say that. But like, how many accounts do you have on Goat? Like, in what stage are you in right now with Goat Funded Trader? If you don't mind, like, what percent did you obtain in the past? Can you tell us more about the accounts? Because I'm pretty sure that the viewers are curious about your strategy, how it's functioning on a specific account, like more details about it.
All right. So how I'm planning all the strategy is to pass the fast phase one with a trade. Like I like to open 3 positions, and if I can do 30 pips on GJ, I know 30 pips. 3 positions, I do 9 because I open. I know every pip it's $100. So if I open 3 positions, every pip it's $300. If I do 30 pips in profit, I pass the phase one. So if I can do 3 times in a row this thing, I can do phase one, phase two, and if I do 9,000 in the first trade with the funded account, I withdraw. Then
Mhm.
there's a little bit of variables because sometimes I don't have pace in the funded account. Maybe I don't do 9,000 in the first trade. Maybe I do 5,000 or 4,000. So in my mind, I want to do more. But the advice I would like to give is you can withdraw when you want. So if you did like 4% or 3%, you can just withdraw, grab that money, and then you can go for more because you then have 2 weeks before you withdraw. So
Mhm.
sometimes I get caught in this thing like that. I want to go to a certain level and then withdraw, but it would be smarter to just withdraw what you are in profit, and then you have another 2 weeks to do again what you're doing. So my plan is just this. I like the 100K. It's a really comfortable, like that's the advice, like to try to have a comfortable account that you like to trade with, and that the challenge is it's a nice risk to you. Like the 100K to me is $600. So if you pay $600 and you have free, I give myself free shots to pass a challenge. So it's $200 per trade. Can you afford $200 trade? Yes. So it's amazing you do it with a prop firm. If you have you risk $600, but if you're good doing this 30 pips 3 times in a row, you risk at 600 and you're making $9,000. Like that. That's the plan. That's
That's
the
so
plan.
smart.
Yeah. So I'm not really into right now. I know you did a video on how to have the max allocation with Goat. I don't really know how to. Maybe you can teach me something now.
Well, yeah, you can watch the video about it because I made a nice plan. But as you said, I just realized that you're feeling comfortable only by trading these 100K accounts. So this works for you perfectly. Like you make your profits through these 100K accounts. Psychologically, like this is your number. This is how you can calculate it right and everything. So this is good for you. You can do it as well. Like I support this kind of approaching too. Like I don't believe that you have to go for the best capital, for the biggest capital in order to make profits, because sometimes some traders urge to go to obtain that capital and do not make profits after that. Like they just lose it.
Yes, because maybe it's too much for
Yeah.
their minds. Like they, yeah. I learned this from Mimo. And Mimo is doing super good doing smaller accounts, and he has multiple accounts, and he withdraw from them, and I think it's super smart to do it. Yeah, like I know the plan is to have the max allocation and have a big account and do smaller profits and do smaller percentages in your account. But I think you can do that with your own account, with your personal, with your real account, risking every time less in percentage with your account and having the same profits, or having more money or having more profits risking less. That's the goal. But I think with prop firms, I like to see the prop firms a little bit like more risky.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
I see. That's nice.
Yes, like I think I protect my account going heavy with the prop firms. Like if I blow up an account with a prop firm, I still protected mine, so I'm good anyway. But if I get crazy with mine,
It's bad because it's your own capital there, so it hurts more, because if you're trading with a pro firm, you're not using your own money, so it's way easier. That's why you can afford losing more, because
yes,
it doesn't.
maybe you know a lot of traders now in Goat that they're doing good. They're like more risky traders, like they pass the phase one, phase two, like having a super risk management plan, or they go a little bit more risky.
So some are like you, but most of them risk less because they want to grow more capital. Like this is the plan; they want to scale it up. But I believe that both strategies work perfectly. Like if this works for you, maybe this is your behavior, this is your way of doing it, this is your personality. Maybe you would be bored by growing accounts. I don't know. If you want to go with more risk, that's fine. If you still make profits with it, because you're really similar to Mimo from what I see. Like you guys have a similar approach. So you're telling me that you're not having a lot of accounts right now. You're just like using.
Not really. I had two till the last week, and now I have one. I passed one this morning.
So you have to again. I see. How long did it take you to become profitable and consistent with prop firms? I'm talking right now.
I think at least a year. I started like a couple years ago.
All right.
Yes, and I remember I took so long, like 6 months to withdraw the first time with the first prop firm, like a lot, because all of these parameters that you don't have with your personal account. With you, like you go with your personal account and you just wanna grow it, and if you do mistakes, it's okay. Like you have this. It's a different type of trading. You go and you're like, if you do a drawdown phase, you have to go back up, and you have that patience to do it, because that's the only account you have. That's why you have to. But
Yeah.
with the prop firms, it happened to me so much time that like you're in drawdown and you just blow the account for the daily loss, or you're really near, so you of the maximum loss, and you just blow the account, and so
Yeah.
you over again.
Buy another one.
So you just start again. And actually, I think you can get caught in this thing. You don't if you're not looking at the money you're giving to the prop firm, you're not feeling it. It's like paying with the Apple Pay. When you pay Apple Pay, but if you look at your expenses at the end of the week, you're spending a lot more money. If you go to and you withdraw the actual cash, you're a little bit like you keep your money. No? It's just like some people, they don't look at the how can you say, in the back office, when you see the bills you paid for the challenges, that feature there.
Yeah, I don't really know because I'm not a native as well. I understand your struggle.
I like to look at, like, okay, this month I bought 4 challenges, how much money I made, or how much money I didn't make, because if you're giving money to the prop firm, at some point the prop firm has to pay you, or you're not doing good, or it's not a business, it's only a like a game. Yeah, I like to go and they're like, oh, let me see how much I paid them and how much they paid me, you know.
Oh yeah, you need some accountability for that. The time to check it. Yeah, I think like you can only do it by checking the credit card and what you did with it.
I think I learned from or maybe you know him, Nicola. He always studying about numbers and look at the things and see how you can, like, if I spend a dollar, I put in my app, in my Money Pro app. So I know at the end of the month, I see like, oh, let me I spend and I could save that money or invest that money. Let me see how
Yeah,
much Ethereums I could buy with that money, instead of spending it in dinners or spending it in how can I say it?
bad money management. You
Yes.
you always need to track your spendings, and I feel like yeah,
Yes, even when you're making little money, that's when it's more important to, like, let me see, like, if you put attention into something, it grows.
yeah, true. It needs to be rewarding because after all, yeah, I observed that there are some traders that simply buy a lot of accounts and they make some profits on some, but at the end, like the amount that they spent on the challenges is bigger than the profit that they made. So for them, it's no good.
Yeah. You trade just with gold, or do you use other prop firms?
Just with gold. No, at the moment I only use GoatFundedTrader because I kind of know everything behind it, and I saw that the rules are for the traders. So I would rather not use other prop firm. However, if I would use other prop firm, I will go with FTMO. Like those two. I don't want to go for the other ones. It's not an advice as well. This is what I'm doing, but yeah, for the viewers, it's nice to hear our opinion because you know, for example, right now you're an example for the viewers that are trying to achieve what you already achieved. So maybe you can give a simple advice for the people that are watching and aren't consistent or profitable. They are still blowing challenges right now. Like what
Advice can I give them? Like, just don't be so attached to it. Like it's like when you go, you like a girl, let's say, and you're too into it. Like, she's going to have, like, I need some space, you know. So the things you want in life, you don't have to want them too much, because it creates like a weird energy. Like, you want it so it doesn't work. So do the things you know they will make you better. Like, do back test every day. You start doing 5 back tests. It's not so much. Like, I do 5 back tests in 15 minutes. You don't have to take 2 hours a day to train. But just don't be so attached to it, and it will come, it will follow. And if you feel you're not good enough, ask for help. There is a lot of people doing great. Andrea is doing great, we're doing great. You can ask for help to people that have the results you want and that already teach this to other people. Like, this, a lot of, if you don't like Andrea, there is a lot of nice traded, good traded with good results, not gurus, not fufa gurus, not Fucci, but Gucci. You have a lot of Gucci traders out there, real traders with real communities, with real technologies that can help you to become good. And sometimes, like, having a bad, if you knew what you're doing bad, you would do already good. So if you're not doing good, it's because you don't have what you have to do. You need like someone to tell you, this works, this doesn't works, do this, do this. Yeah.
yeah, what you're doing wrong, basically.
Yes,
This
sometimes it's not what you do, but it's more about what you don't do. One of my mentors always tell me this, like, in trading is not about what you do. It's not to know what to do. It's to know what not to do.
That's smart. Wow. This was amazing. Thank you so much for answering to all of these questions. You dropped a lot of gems in this interview, and I really appreciate having you here. And yeah, I feel like this interview was a little bit late. I don't know. We miscommunicated some things. I emailed you like a long time ago.
the first time you sent me the email, I thought I answered you already, and I didn't. So then you you texted me.
There's absolutely no problem. I'm so happy that it finally happened. So thank you so much,
You
Johhny.
invited me. Let's keep in touch. Keep rocking. Let's go.